guys, welcome to my channel Happy High Tarot. In today's pick a card reading, we will find out, is the connection on your mind real or is it, well, just in your head? So for the first group, I have this green marble over here, the white stone for group 2, and this dark purple stone for group 3. So feel free to pause the video over here, meditate on all your options, pick whichever one calls out to you the most. You'll find the timestamps in the comment section as well as in the description box below. So make your choice and let's get started. Hi group 1, so for those of you who chose the green stone, let's find out, is this connection real or just in your head? So the cards that came out for you are yes, and then we have freedom, the garden and the gate, discontent and boredom, treasure island, and grief. Wow, okay. I can already tell why you or your person might be doubting this connection. And I'll try to read the energies for both sides, whatever I'm picking up on. So let's start by the energies on your person's side. I think the reason why they are not really giving into this connection just as much as you would hope, because of which you might be doubting all of this in the first place, is because this is someone who A, is either very, very afraid of taking risks, B, they're super afraid of opening up, being vulnerable, C, they have recently come out of some long-term relationship, or they've faced rejection from someone who was very dear to them and someone who perhaps they had lots of hopes and dreams with, that okay, I'm going to propose to such and such a person and they're going to say yes and we're going to have a happy life after that. But that person turned your person down, and maybe they haven't fully recovered from that shock. They might have moved on. Two different things. They might have long moved on from that episode, but just the fear of putting their heart out on the line again might be something that, they know that this connection has so much potential, that it is so, so beautiful. It's like this whole world that's waiting for them out there, and yet they're just staying at one place and admiring it, not really opening the gates of their garden and walking outside, to take a walk in these meadows or whatever this is. It's like they are ignoring all of the goodness on purpose. So they feel this connection and they definitely have feelings for you. All of this imagery over here tells me that, and in fact with Treasure Island over here, they know that there's tons of scope, tons of potential in this connection. But perhaps they know that to pursue this connection, they will have to step out of their comfort zone. They'll have to leave their fears behind. They'll have to free themselves from whatever chains of their past are blocking them, holding them. So they deliberately choose to not look at the good side of this connection. In fact, I see over here that they might come across as being very moody. Maybe their replies are very hot and cold. Maybe one minute they seem to be supremely interested in you, and the other moment they come across as very, very dry and detached and as if they just couldn't care less. I think because this person perhaps hasn't fully healed or recovered from whatever happened, that might be something that in turn feeds these mood swings, in simple terms. Like some days they're very good to you and some days it's like you don't even exist for them. And why I don't like this energy is because on the days that they are good to you, they don't realize that they're actually giving you a lot of hope, and then when they withdraw themselves, they just leave you hanging, and that's not fair to you. Because you might say to yourself, like, what the fuck just happened? So what was that? You're the one who was, flirting with me. You're the one who walked up to me at the bar. And then when I try talking to you, you leave me on red. That just does not make sense. So because this person's behavior is confusing, that might be the reason why you doubt this connection. On your end, I think the energies are more along the lines of, should I stay in this connection? Should I hold on to the hope that this person will change? Or should I just free myself from this connection and go and explore what else is out there? And somewhere, guys, grief over here tells me that perhaps, group 1, you're all past that stage of grieving. Yeah. I mean, for a lot of you, definitely you are past that stage of grieving about how this person behaved with you, or how are they behaving with you presently. And I think there are a lot of you today who are focusing now on your future. And maybe there are a lot of you today who are realizing that I cannot keep on facing these rejections one after the other, because firstly, they make me question the whole thing, as if I'm some like lunatic coming up with all of these imaginary scenarios in my mind when there's no such thing happening in real life. Or B, you can tell that this is depriving you of someone, or like more experiences that can be more fulfilling, experiences that can actually cater to your demands, actually cater to your needs, people who can treat you the way that you deserve to be treated, people who can meet you halfway instead of showing you, basically giving you promises and then not fulfilling. It's like, for the lack of a better example, sort of like a father who promises their son that they'll definitely show up at their baseball game, but they never come. And the child is disappointed, and then the mother has to, console the child. I'm not saying, obviously, that there definitely is no father-daughter dynamic over here or whatever, but, you get it, right? Someone who means something to you and who says all these wonderful things one moment and then completely ends up disappointing you, stalling you. Oh, some of you might have even got stood up by this person, and that's just not acceptable. So yes, this connection is very real. It isn't just in your head. But unfortunately, the person that you are sharing this connection with at the moment has some major shit to deal with. Which is why, group 1, for those of you who are leaning towards freeing yourself from this connection and basically in search of exploring other options, I am totally with you on this one. Because look, we don't know how long it's going to take for them to figure out all of this, right? Anyway, let's take a look at your tarot cards now. So we have the Hermit, Queen of Swords, Two of Cups, and the High Priestess. Yeah, so Two of Cups over here with the High Priestess is confirming for me, and obviously for you guys as well, that this connection is real. There definitely is something between you and this person, and perhaps a lot of you intuitively know that as well. Maybe sometimes your fears or your ego take the better of you and you start wondering, you start doubting, but if you go quiet, if you tune into your intuition, you know that the answer is yes. In fact, when you had chosen this pile today, before I started speaking, before you saw your cards, maybe you already knew that the answer was going to be a yes. Anyway, but here's the interesting thing. With the Hermit and Queen of Swords, and Queen of Swords over here, yeah, you guys have had it till here, It's almost as if you're saying to yourself that I cannot put up with this shit any longer, because Hermit over here is telling me that definitely your person isn't talking to you right now. There isn't much communication going on, or perhaps no communication at all. You're the one who is in the action energy and they're not. So when you talk to them, they leave you on red, or they do not give very, proper answers and everything. And your energy is outright, pissed. You guys are pissed. And I'm not saying that you hate this person. Obviously, you don't. But I think you have entered that zone of choosing yourself first. Yeah, I think that is what this is. You are tired of banging your head against a wall and you're like, you know what? This is not good for me. This isn't good for my personal growth. I don't deserve this. This is the kind of a relationship or love that I deserve, where it is reciprocal, where someone can look me in the eye and tell me that they also have feelings for me, instead of me having to resort to tarot readings to find out if this shit is even real in the first place or not. So I think you've had enough of this person being in this radio silence zone. And I think you guys are going to jump back into the dating scene again. Depends upon you, of course. Maybe you want to take some time out, live the single life for some time, and then start dating again. But if you have decided to move on from this person, if you have decided to pack up your bags and leave for your greater good, in that case, I mean, what I can tell you to perhaps comfort you a little bit is that this situation where you were trying was fine. It was justified of you to try because there really was a connection. The sad part is that the person that you are in this connection with couldn't really match up to your wavelength during that time because of all of these issues that we've already discussed. And it is not selfish of you to think about yourself and your heart and your feelings now because, hey, at least you tried, right? So you or this person might be having Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, or Virgo in your charts. So these are all the messages that I have for you right now, Group 1. If you like this reading, do give it a thumbs up. Let me know down in the comment section below. Please don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you're new over here and hit the bell icon when you do so. You can also follow me on Instagram for more tarot readings and message me there or on my email ID to book a personal reading with me. You'll find all those details in the pinned comment and description box. I'll see you guys next time. Bye. Hi Group 2, so for those of you who chose the white stone, first let's take a look at your oracle cards to find out is this connection real or just in your head. So the cards that came out for you are no need to worry, change, community, emotional loss, the fates, and gossip. All right. Okay, firstly, with no need to worry and the fates, definitely this connection is as real as it gets. It is a fated connection. There's a reason why you both crossed paths, came in each other's lives. And just the fact that even though, I don't know how long it's been since you guys entered this no contact, separation situation or whatever this is. So maybe you guys are like an on again, off again thing. I'm basically saying, despite all the ups and downs, the fact that you both are still present in each other's lives is testimony to the fact that this connection is very, very real. It's not just in your head. However, I can see why you might doubt it. In fact, okay, I take that back. I don't think you're the one who doubts it as much as your person does. Firstly, I'd like you to know over here with emotional loss that if you think that the current state of affairs between you both aren't affecting your person, that is not true. They are grieving the loss of this connection. They are grieving the loss of not being around you, not getting an opportunity to talk to you, not being close to you, not being near you, not being able to hug you, touch you, all that jazz. So they are getting affected by it and badly. But community and gossip over here tells me that either someone has categorically asked your person to stay away from you, someone who does not like you, someone in their family or friend circle, or B, someone has fed lies about you to your person and said all of it in a very convincing manner to an extent that your person believed all that bullshit that was being told to them about you. They chose to believe what they were hearing, and where they went wrong is that they might not have cross-checked all of that information with you. Somewhere I feel like with emotional loss, if they had tried to have that conversation with you, like such and such a person was telling me this and that about you and somebody else, and is that true? when you were giving your justification, when you were giving your explanation, maybe they did not believe you. All right, and there could have been a lot of back and forth arguing, questions, counter questions, whole ass debate going on, and honestly, nobody was a winner. All right, because you are missing them as much as they're missing you. The problem with your person, and this is a problem, is that, yeah, I have to tell it like it is. They allow other people to interfere in your connection, and that is not right. There can only be two people in the connection, you and the other person. Like that's it. If you need guidance, if you need counseling, and in that case, you're going around talking to, I don't know, your mom, your sister, your best friend, that's another thing. But every little decision, every little argument, or every little thing that's happening inside the house is being broadcasted outside, that is not fair. Your person did not put up boundaries when they should have. They allowed other people's opinions to affect their actions, which in turn affected you and this connection. And this was wrong. This was absolutely wrong. They trusted this person or people instead of trusting you, instead of trusting what it is that you were saying. They are regretting it now. They're super guilty of all of that. And change over here with no need to worry tells me that obviously whatever current state of affairs exist in this connection, whatever current dynamics there are, they will change. And obviously for the better, which is why the angels are asking you, not to worry. This is a fated connection, so you're not going to go anywhere. They're not going anywhere. But my strong suggestion based on these cards so far would be that if you take this person back in your life group 2, make sure that the rules are laid out very clearly. And the most important rule has to be no interference from any outside person. Because this is stupid. I mean, it's between you and them. How can someone else call the shots? It's almost as if someone put the gun on their shoulder and then fire at you. I hope you understand what I'm trying to say. They made your person look like the bad guy, but somebody else was the mastermind behind the whole thing. Community and gossip tells me that whoever this person is, they're very sweet to you on your face. In fact, when you and your partner broke up or got separated, whatever it was, they might have come and spoken to you on your partner's behalf. Like, oh, they're a nice person, you shouldn't do this, you should give them a chance, I'm sure they didn't mean it, like that. But they don't want you both back together. Now, who is this person and why exactly are they doing this? That much hasn't come out in these cards, of course. But if I had to take a guess, I would say that this might either be some parent of theirs, someone who's older than them and just likes to have control on their child's personal life. And if not that, they can be some friend of your person's who has feelings for your person, but I mean, your person does not reciprocate those feelings because they clearly have feelings for you. And out of jealousy, this so-called friend might have tried to sabotage this whole thing. Okay, let's take a look at your tarot cards now. So we have Strength, Knight of Pentacles, Two of Swords, and Five of Pentacles. Yeah, stay strong in this connection because it isn't over. In fact, Strength over here with the Fates tells me that this connection is too strong to be permanently damaged by all of these negative energies. But of course, going forward, you and this person both are going to have to make sure that this nonsense does not get repeated again, because that's what it is. It's absolute bullshit and not called for. Okay, this is interesting. We have emotional loss and then we have Five of Pentacles. They're definitely hurting without you. They're super upset. It's almost as if they're feeling the pain that they have caused you. And somewhere the fact that this tiger is on this woman's back tells me that this definitely was someone else's game plan, which was just executed via your person. Knight of Pentacles over here tells me that your person is getting up to make a move towards you. It's going to be slow. It won't happen overnight, but there will be a positive change. It's just that the speed will be slow because we have the Knight of Pentacles over here. In fact, Two of Swords is telling me that, especially because this is underneath community, I feel like your person has started doubting that individual who had, because of whom all of this has happened. Maybe your person has finally started doubting whether that individual is actually a friend or well-wisher or not. And they're also having this internal dialogue about what they did that was uncalled for and it wasn't right, and should they have done it or could they have avoided it? Sort of like that. The thing though is, and the reason why you might be watching this reading today is because now you perhaps are starting to doubt this connection, and I can see where you're coming from. So I totally understand why this question popped up in your head. And why did it pop up in your head? Because your person and the person behind them made you suffer for no fault of your own. So obviously, if you have meticulously invested in a connection and this is what you get in return, a cold shoulder, no patience, and someone else coming in calling the shots, you are bound to doubt the foundation of this connection. So I totally understand where you're coming from if you're asking this question today. But the good news is that this is a fated connection and things will change for the better. But like I said, I'm going to reiterate my point. If you decide to take this person back, because they will come and try to make things right with you in due course of time, make sure that this person's energy gets eliminated. Maybe this is someone whom your person can't absolutely stop talking to, especially if they're like a family or something. But the least that your person can do is keep their mouth shut about what's happening between you guys. I mean, that's not too much of an expectation, right? In an adult relationship, that definitely isn't a huge expectation if you want your partner to keep some things between just you both. So that'll be totally justified if you put up that demand. You or your person might be having Leo, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, or Gemini, Libra, Aquarius in your charts. Alright, so these are all the messages that I have for you right now, Group 2. If you like this reading, do give it a thumbs up. Let me know down in the comment section below. Please don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you're new over here and hit the bell icon when you do so. You can also follow me on Instagram for more tarot readings and message me there or on my email ID to book a personal reading with me. You'll find all those details in the pinned comment and description box. I'll see you guys next time. Bye. Hi Group 3, so for those of you who chose the purple stone, first let's take a look at your oracle cards to find out whether this connection is real or just in your head. So the cards that came out for you are the situation will improve, alright. Then we have wisdom, storm warning, foundation and achievements, poised, and perseverance. Oh, Group 3, I totally get why you are asking this question today. Firstly, with wisdom, the situation will improve, and foundation and achievements, this connection is real, all right? It isn't just in your head, but I can see why you might be thinking that way. So, okay, let me just get all the messages first. First, let's start with the problem. And the problem is your person. All right, the problem is your person. And why is that? They are very unpredictable. They're so unpredictable. One moment, it's like they're totally into it. They're discussing shit like getting married and kids and looking at properties with you. And the other moment, they just snap. They get mad at you for absolutely no reason. They make mountains out of molehills. And you are the one who in those times basically single-handedly tries to keep the connection afloat. It's almost as if the whole burden is somehow on you. Poised over here with perseverance tells me that their level of investment in this connection is very different from your level of investment in this connection. Foundation and achievement tells me that it's not that they don't have feelings for you. All right, they do. But the problem is that they do the bare minimum and somehow still expect, things to magically keep on progressing. You are one strong individual over here with perseverance. And not just you, your spirit team, your spirit guides, and especially one spirit guide of yours, they're always with you. And if I'm being completely honest over here, group 3, I think this connection has given you more sadness than happiness. All right, I think this connection has, you've seen more of tough times and less of happy times in this connection. And of course, that might also be one reason why you doubt this connection. I mean, you might say to yourself things like, is this what love is supposed to feel like? Is it really supposed to be this challenging? Am I really supposed to have so many sleepless nights where I'm just literally crying myself to sleep, crying in my pillow, and wondering what the hell did I do to deserve this? And wisdom over here with storm warning tells me that your partner is very good at making up for the damage that they do. Okay, they're very good. It's almost as if one moment the tornado has completely ruined everything, and right at the next moment, bang, it's like nothing ever happened. It's all rainbows and like the solid foundation and a house, reconstruction at its best. So they keep hurting you, and then they keep making up for it, and you find yourself right back where you started. So here's my take on the whole thing. This connection is real, but I'm not too sure if it's a good one. The situation will improve. Okay, fine. Yeah, sure, maybe the situation will improve. But because I have perseverance over here, I think it's going to be challenging, just like how it is now. And somewhere, group 3, wisdom tells me that you guys know this. Okay? Maybe this isn't the first time you're seeing this card. Maybe you've taken personal readings before and readers have told you that, hold on, don't move on, just things will get better, things will get better. And like I said, temporarily, they do get better. All right? And when they do get better, you're like, yeah, of course. I mean, what was I doubting? Who was I doubting? This connection is definitely 100%. It's real. And then again, this nonsense happens and you're like, all my efforts have once again gone down the drain. Sometimes you ask yourself, why are you even putting up with all of this? I think I know what's happening over here. You and your partner, the dynamic that you guys have, I'm not going to outright throw the word toxic into the mix. Maybe it's just their love language, although honestly, I don't know what the deal with your person is. What's unacceptable though is their deeply rooted belief that no matter how they treat you, nothing will go wrong in this connection. That is the problem. Because they have seen you persevere in this connection, group 3, because they have seen you give this connection your all, and they have seen you not leave even in the darkest of times in this connection, they know that if they didn't leave then, there's no way in hell they're going to leave now. And so no matter what I do, no matter what I say, even if I fuck up, group 3 will, do the damage control, and they'll make sure that nothing falls apart. I will come with a wrecking ball, and then the very next day, group 3 will come and they'll do the repairs, and our house will be just as good as new. Your person's mindset needs to change. They need to have more respect for you and for this connection. Now look, I'm not saying that they don't love you. Okay, I'm not saying that because I'm not seeing anything such as that over here. But what I do see is a lack of accountability and lack of respect, and somewhere lack of reciprocal efforts also. If your person can work on these 3 problem areas, I think this can turn out to be a happy and long-lasting connection. But if your person keeps on repeating these same cycles, and if they do not identify these 3 problem areas in themselves and work on them, I think the situation will, improve and then get all shitty, and then improve again, and then again get all shitty, and you will just keep on persevering, holding on and stuff like that. So this connection is real, group 3, but it is a very difficult one. Wisdom over here, and I'd seen a show recently, and I think that is where I'm getting this phrase from, that the problem with intelligent people is that they think everybody else is an idiot. And I think that is the case with your person also. They think you can't see what they're doing. They think you haven't been able to identify these 3 patterns. Well, they don't know about me and they don't know you're watching this reading today. So anyway, let's take a look at your tarot cards now. So we have the 10 of Cups, 3 of Wands, 8 of Swords, and 7 of Cups. This is what you're hoping for, okay? The 10 of Cups, group 3. And this is what you occasionally get as well. But for the most part, you find yourself waiting for the good days to come again. Maybe the person that you are in this connection with has some sort of addiction, I'm being told. So there are good days and bad days. Maybe they're going through something, which is why there are good days and bad days. But then again, that is no excuse to treat you like this, right? If they know that there's a problem, they should work on that problem. If not if they love you so much, they should at least work on it for your sake, right? What we are going through in our personal lives is never an excuse for how shitty we behave with other people, because it's not their fault. They did not do anything to us. Anyway, so as I can see over here, there are good times in this connection. Maybe you both have kids together also. Maybe you are married to this person. But the thing is that happiness in this connection isn't that long lasting, and for the most part it's just a game of waiting and seeing when the good days will come again. 80% of the times you are sitting and wondering what you should be doing, because 8 of Swords tells me that mostly you find yourself stuck in this connection. And on those days when you're feeling stuck, when you're feeling hopeless, when you're feeling tired, even I'm hearing the word tired, sometimes you're just so exhausted by somehow trying to keep things going and keeping things afloat in this connection, that is when you start wondering, and that is when you start asking yourself, am I doing the right thing by staying here? Is this even an actual connection, or is it just all in my head? Is it a fake fantasy that I'm somehow feeding? But like I said with 10 of Cups over here, this is a genuine connection. But your person, and maybe the situation will improve over here, is talking about your person. Maybe they are the ones who will improve, and when they do that, when they do improve, all of these dark clouds will go and it'll all be rainbows and butterflies again in this connection. And maybe it was like that initially, maybe initially everything was good between you guys. But it will take some time, I'm not going to lie. 3 of Wands is a waiting energy. So although the situation will improve, I don't think any improvement is going to happen overnight. You will have to wait for things to, you will have to wait for your person to improve, and you'll have to wait for things to improve. Once they do, like I said, there is a happy ending in store. But the question then boils down to your free will, whether you are willing to hold on that much longer or not. And there's so much exhaustion in your energy, group 3. If you want to take a break, if you want to go away somewhere with your kids for a few days, I'd highly recommend doing that. I think you are spending too much time catering to the needs of this person and this connection, and you are turning a blind eye towards your needs in this connection. You're forgetting totally to nurture yourself. So if you want to stay in this connection, fine, but then take some time out from this connection and invest that time on yourself, on your needs and wants. Balance the two. All right, you or this person might be having Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, or Aries, Leo, Sag in your charts. So these are all the messages that I have for you right now, group 3. If you like this reading, do give it a thumbs up. Let me know down in the comment section below. Please don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you're new over here, and hit the bell icon when you do so. You can also follow me on Instagram for more tarot readings and message me there or on my email ID to book a personal reading with me. You'll find all those details in the pinned comment and description box. I'll see you guys next time. Bye.